Okay, in this video we are going to learn how to solve the 3-pin SengSo clock. Now this is very easy puzzle if you know how to solve the normal clock. If you don't know how to solve a clock, if you've never seen one before in your life and thought, you know what, let's get started with the baby one, then this is the video for you. So the first thing to know about the SengSo clock is we've got two sides. We've got a light side and a dark side. The second thing we need to know is we've got dials, we've got faces, and we've got pins. The faces next to the dials are going to be corner dials, or corner faces, sorry. So we've got corner faces, and then we've got edge faces. So the ones that aren't connected to a dial, which is this black bit on the side, is going to be an edge face. And these are corner faces. They're on both sides, so edges and corners. And the next thing you need to know is when a pin is up, we move that dial. So here we've got one pin up and we're going to move this dial only. Never touch any of the dials where the pins are down. So if this pin here was up, this is the dial we rotate. If two of them are up like this, it doesn't matter if we do this one or this one, but we do not touch this one. Okay, so let's get into a solve. What we're going to do in step one, we're going to solve the edges on the front face. Then we're going to turn it over, we're going to solve the edges on the back face, and then we're going to solve the corners on the back face, and that in turn will solve everything. So 3 easy steps. So step 1, what we're going to do is make sure this left-hand pin is up towards you, and these 2 pins are both down. So this pin is up. All we're going to do is rotate this dial, so out here, until this edge face matches this edge face over here. So we can see this edge, the arrow is pointing down to 7 o'clock. We wanted at 8 o'clock to match this one. So we rotate this dial until this and this arrow match. Then what we do is we push this pin down and we push the top pin up. And we're doing this so that when we rotate the top dial, it's going to rotate all 3 of these faces. Now, with the top pin up, we want to rotate the top dial until both of these edge faces match the bottom edge face. There we go. So 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And by 7 o'clock, you can see 12 at the top. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now what we're going to do is push this left-hand pin up. So we've got 2 pins up. We're going to use the top dial to rotate to 12 o'clock. So edge face here, here and here are all pointing to 12. We're going to rotate our puzzle round, and this pin, the left-hand pin that we started with on the first face, should already be up. And we can just go again, exactly the same. So rotate this left-hand dial until this face matches this face, which is 11. Then push that pin down and push the top pin up, and rotate this edge face and this edge face until it matches this bottom one, which is 1 o'clock. There we go. Now push all pins up. So all pins are facing towards us, and we're just going to align it to 12 o'clock. If you look at the back, you'll notice that they're pointing to 12, and at the front, they're pointing to 12. Now, make sure all pins are pointing up towards you. We're going to push down the top pin. So the 2 bottom pins are facing us. Now, use this bottom dial until all of our edge faces match that of the top. Now, in my case, they already do, but all you would do is rotate it until they match whatever the top one is. Top one's 12 for me, so that's fine. Now I can push that pin up, and I'm going to swap to this dial. So let's push this pin down, and we're going to use the left-hand dial again. You could use left or top, but for good practice, I'm just going to use the same one because I'm already in that position. Now, what you want to do is just use this dial to match these edge faces with this corner face, which is pointing to, what, 8 o'clock? So let's go to 8. Now we'll push that pin up and push this pin down. Use this dial or this dial, because the pins are up, remember, to match 1 o'clock for this dial, for this corner face. There we go. Push that pin up, so all pins are up, and then align to 12. And check the back, it's all solved. So really simple, really easy. I'm going to do one more scramble and we'll just get one more solve, and I'll talk you through it at a little bit of a faster rate. This is going to be a little bit of a faster solve. This left-hand pin we're going to point up. We're going to match this dial, which is currently at 6 o'clock, with this at 10 o'clock. There we go. We'll push that pin down, we'll push the top pin up, and we need to match 3 o'clock. There we go. We'll push both the left-hand pins up, and then we'll rotate this dial so that they're aligned to 12. We'll flip it over, and we're going to start the same here. So we need to get this dial here, this face here, sorry, to 7. Now we'll push that pin down, push the top pin up, and we need to match it at 10 o'clock. So using the top dial, we'll go to 10 o'clock. We're going to push all pins up now. I'm not going to push the top pin down because I noticed that these are already at 10 o'clock. So we'll push this pin down. We'll use this dial over here to match our edge faces with this corner face at 3 o'clock. That pin up, this pin down because it's only one left. We'll use the top dial to align them to this, which funnily enough is aligning to 12, and everything should be solved. Really easy, really simple. That is the SengSo or SengSo 3-pin clock. Thank you for watching, guys. If you have any tips on how to create a better video, then do let us know. Am I going too fast? Am I not being clear enough? Let me know in the comments just so we can improve and hopefully create the best content for you guys. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.